performer, guys. All right. Your next performer up to the stage this evening is one of my favorite comics in the entire Greater Bay Area as well as on the West Coast. You can find this gentleman performing at Cobb's Comedy Club, at the San Francisco Punchline. And right now, tonight, in front of you here, guys, please put a lot of sound together, show a lot of love for the very incomparable Zorba Hughes, everybody.
Take it in. Let's get the obvious out the way right now, shall we? CeeLo had a yard sale and I racked the hell up. I've been best dressed since kindergarten, true story. You know what I mean? I had a pinky ring on in the incubator, you understand? I had on silk Pampers, you know what I mean? My mom did this, best dressed. And I walk down the street sometimes, women look at me and be like, oh, I want you to be my sugar daddy. I'm like, sugar daddy, baby, I got diabetes. How about your gluten-free uncle? Your keto diet cousin? Your paleo papa, how about that? Anybody ever done that paleo diet? Didn't they die off? You show me a Neanderthal walking around and I'll consider it. And I don't mean Republicans either. My name is Zorba. Yes, it's a black man with a Greek name. Usually people here to go, damn, black folks just name their kids anything. Me and my cousin Coca-Cola used to get pissed about that. His sister Noxzema called the house in weeks. It's cool though, it's cool. I met a girl once named Charisma. Problem was she didn't have any. And some people like to just fuck around with their names. Like I went to school with a girl named Vanessa. Normal name, she spells it with a Q. Talking about that's exotic. I was like, no child, that's retarded. Oh, we can't say retarded anymore. She's on the spectrum. Oh, it's on the spectrum crap. I remember when they call it socially awkward. Remember when we used to just call that shy? When did that change? Tell you a little bit about me. I hit puberty early, very early. I had a mustache on the ultrasound. I had a beard since I was 14 years old. You know what it's like to be able to sign your own permission slips for field trips? Teachers are hitting on you and stuff. People want you to chaperone and you're younger than them. You're like, hold on. Kids older than me asking me to buy them drinks. You know what that's like? But I like having a beard. You know what the advantage of having a beard is? I can go on any cruise ship in the world and people assume I'm the captain. I can go on any college campus and people think I'm the African American studies teacher. Cops treat me nice, they call me sir. It's different now. Different. I like having it though. Yeah, man. Tell you a little bit. I'm not much on politics, but I think it's time, and I'm gonna call him what I think it's time for Bitch McConnell to leave office. That's what I call him. He's from Kentucky. I'm from Kentucky. We don't like him, and not for what you think. Not because of his policies or his politics. He don't have a chin. You can't make decisions that affect America if you don't know how to fold a blanket. At least be able to put a violin under your neck. You understand what I'm saying? They always talk about separation of church and state. How about separation of chin and neck? That's how I like my politicians. Oh yes, that's how I like them. Ah man, this shit good. I am from Kentucky. I know it's a shock. They got black people there. Hillbillies right next to me. This is what they look like when they don't inbreed. Check the good look. That's a stereotype we marry our cousins. That's not true. I've been dating my aunt for a while. I think I should know. I come from a place where the pigeons chew tobacco. You understand what I'm saying? They put gun racks on bicycles to give you an idea. Yeah, I'm from Louisville. You heard of it? Louisville, Kentucky. Home of the Kentucky Derby. It's the one time of year where white women get you dressed worse than a pimp. Seriously, man. They love them mint juleps. Yes, they love them mint juleps, man. Kentucky. It's interesting. I got a friend back home. He's high class white trash. That means he got a chandelier hanging from his trailer. Bam! fancy. Fancy, 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 man. I went home to visit family. I was crossing the street, a redneck gonna try to holler out his window at me, try to cuss me out. He called me the N-word. He goes, hey. He did come to the N-word. Then he ran into a tree. Coincidence, it was a black oak. I got a crazy family. Anyone else? I got an uncle named Tom, but we can't call him that. My dad walked out on me 1979, went to get a pack of cigarettes, never returned. That's messed up, but it kept me from smoking. I didn't know I was a cock block. I tell you what I mean. I'm an only child. I got two aunts that are 8 and 12 years older than me, so they were like having older sisters. My grandmother would make them take me with them on their dates. Because they dated a lot of African exchange students. My grandma's like, I don't know them, they might know voodoo, I don't know. So say this my aunt you want to take on a date. You going to the movies. You pay my way, her way, and your way. And I had to sit in the middle. Now what's the best way to get to know her, get to know me? So they would try to bribe me with money. They'd be like, hey little man, there's a 20, you go get us some popcorn. I'm like, you make it 40, I sit in the lobby. You make it 80, I catch the bus home. Then you gotta deal with my grandmother. My grandmother was mean. True story. The welcome mat in front of her house said, fuck you. True story. When I was 5 years old, I witnessed her whoop my 35-year-old dad. He owed her money he didn't want to pay. He was like, hold on, mom, you don't tell me what to do no more. You see this boy right here? This is my son. You see this woman right here? This is my wife. Now get the hell out of my face. See how quiet y'all? That's how we were. Even a dog pissed on himself. Couldn't believe it. My grandmother took his arms behind his back like they on cops. Turns him over her lap, start beating his ass. He gets loose, running under the bed, assuming he's gonna be safe. My grandmother chased him under the bed and whooped him under the bed. And went off on him like a brimstone preacher. She was like, you think cause you're grown and got a place of your own that you gonna talk back to me? Well, well. I said, well, well. I said, well, well. I said, well, well. I don't think you heard me. I said, well, well. I brought you in this world and I surely take you out. Church, my mother said, can I get an amen? My mother's like, amen, sister, preach on, preach on. Neighbors came over, they formed the gospel choir. They was like, beat his ass, beat his ass. And when you see your dad get whooped, you can't have the same respect for him anymore. I stay up late to watch TV, be like, didn't I tell you to go to bed? I call grandmama, okay, you win. You win. Yeah, man, my family. I live in San Francisco. Here's what I learned about San Francisco. You can't freak people out sexually. You can say I fuck horses, they'll be like, was it a Palomino? My sister like Appaloosas, you know. I'm trying to find the Clydesdales myself, you know. I live in a TL, Tenderloin. You heard of it? Interesting place to live. It's the only place I've been where you'll see an empty wheelchair and not be concerned about where's the person that was in it. I walked past the guy one day, he was tying up, shooting up. As I walked past him, I overheard him say, I don't drink soda because soda's bad for my health. That's the TL. I saw a guy with a lazy eye, buck teeth, weak chin hat on a shirt that said, I'll make pretty babies. That's the TL. Had a racist homeless guy, he called me the N-word, 30 minutes later, asked me for change. I said, change, you just called me the N-word. Why you gotta bring up old shit? That's the TL. There's a little person, she's a prostitute, she goes by the name of Half Price. That's the TL. I seen a blind person having a cell phone argument said these words, when I see you, I'm fucking you up on sight. That's the TL. Y'all been on Hyde and Turk? It's what I refer to as the homeless flea market. I saw a homeless guy one day, he was setting up stuff. You know, they find stuff and they set it up. And this homeless guy he was asking me, they'll try to sell it to you. And this guy, they try to sell me one shoe. What the hell I'm gonna do with one shoe? He said, take it one step at a time. That's the TL. I saw a lady, she was topless, but she had on a mask. I don't understand that. Don't understand that, man. I'm glad to see people. I'm so glad to see people. Because that pandemic had us in the house, right? I'm glad to see you. Why? Because I'm tired of having conversations with my cat. Because she was starting to make sense and valid points. She went with me to see the movie Black Panther. Not on purpose, she snuck in my bag. I didn't think about it. I zipped it up, I get to the movie, I'm sitting down, my bag start moving. I'm like, what in the hell? I picked her up. You ever try to hold a cat for 2.5 hours in a movie? I paid $15, we gonna see this. Now she gets home, she's feeling herself. Why? Because she just seen her cousin on the screen. She walking around putting her legs in the front Wakanda sign and want me to feed her out of a vibranium bowl and smacking the dog in the back of the head. I was like, look, you live on a windowsill in the TL. Calm down, you ain't in Wakanda. I got a pretty cat too, because I can't have an ugly cat. If you're gonna knock stuff off my shelf, you gotta look good doing it. I can't stand an ugly cat. You know what I'm talking about? What's that hairless one? The Sphinx? Look like an uncooked chicken with a tail. I can't. And a Maine Coon, you ever seen them? They got like 5 toes, 7 toes, and all kind of, and they look creepy and like lions, manes. I don't need an animal big as me. If that thing stretches out to you, I don't like that. And I got a Chihuahua Shiba Inu. Cute, he looks like a fox. Everybody's a real big man. Why you got a Chihuahua? And I was like, because, why don't you get something like a pit bull? I'm like, pit bull? I don't need no animal in better shape than me. Have me feeling bad about myself. Yeah, man. I'm 50 years old. I just turned it last year. I'm 51 now. You know what's weird? I want to know how the hell AARP found me. They just showed up at my door one day. Card. I'm like, what? And it's for stuff I don't use, like Denny's and IHOP. Give me a card I can use, like for a strip club. I don't feel 50 though. 50. I don't feel it, It's only when people go, AOG, man, fuck you. The beards got gray and it always distinguished. That's a nice word for old. No, I don't feel my age. I saw they found the original bus recently with Rosa Parks was on, and they're gonna put it in a museum in Detroit where she's from. I think that's so cool, but here's the question I ask. Are they gonna put it in the front of the museum? We all talk about the Martin Luther King holiday. Nobody really knows how to celebrate it. Here's how I think we should celebrate MLK Day. I think that random white people should go up to random black people and hug them at night in the TL. You'll either make a friend or get robbed. One of the two gonna happen. That's how you get that done. I don't know who's doing those crop circles, but I want them to be my barber. Seriously, if you can make an image of the Virgin Mary in the wheat field, I know you can take your ass off. All right, folks, thank you. Keep it going for Zorba, everybody. Let them hear it.
That's the best dressed man in the North Bay right now, guys. Absolutely, absolutely. He does not work at home, guys. That's what I'm trying to, we all get that. We all understood that. That is good. He didn't bring his uncle, though, so I don't know. I have an uncle named Guido, but the difference is we are encouraged to call him. Okay? So,